The COVID-19 global pandemic delivered a huge blow to communities across the North American division. Shuttered organizations, rampant unemployment, rapidly escalating food insecurity. Food banks were quickly overwhelmed. Adventist Community Services recognized that although businesses and churches were closing their doors, ACS food distribution programs were an essential and personal ministry needed in this crisis more than ever.
When COVID hit, Pastor Tommy went around our neighborhood and asked, what are some needs that you have? And people responded with food. What you see here is what God had called us to do. We've been blessed to partner with Him in feeding our community, restoring some hope, and bringing some joy to Auburn City.
NAD ACS provided grants totaling over $2 million for COVID response to all 59 conferences in Canada, the United States, Bermuda, and Guam Micronesia Mission.
We are here in the Bronx, New York with Greater New York Conference and Northeastern Conference. We have just worked out a partnership between Adventist Community Services and Second Harvest. And what you see happening behind me is Second Harvest is actually dropping with us a load of food that will be used by our food pantries all over the city of New York. Every Monday until the end of the year, Second Harvest is going to drop off a trailer load of food to us to use for our food pantries to get out to the people that are in need right now.
To maintain the safety of their volunteers and their clients, many ACS food pantries quickly shifted to drive-through service.
I've talked to so many people that have come through, and almost with tears in their eyes, they just say, thank you. They're just so appreciative of what we're able to do. And it's about the only thing we can do as a church, right? All of our worship services are online. So it's the one time that our church family could actually come together and Sabbath, because we are providing Sabbath for people in our community. We're allowing them to rest from worrying about getting their food. And I think that's exactly what God would want us to do.
Since the start of the pandemic, over 1,300 ACS centers across NAD are serving between 2 to 5 times the number of clientele normally served and have provided millions of meals.
Joseph Storehouse is a ministry to feed those during the time of the pandemic. So far, on a weekly basis, we are actually feeding hundreds of families. And today, you see our volunteers here. We're giving out food and clothing today to the people of the North Bronx. Right now, we happen to be one of the largest distribution centers in the North Bronx, and so we're glad to be able to do it to help our people right now.
In addition to addressing hunger, ACS volunteers have been making masks, collecting and distributing PPE, offering free COVID testing in partnership with health organizations, providing sanitized mobile shower vans, and much more.
We're here every Tuesday in Auburn doing COVID testing. Cars will often line up here as early as 6:30 in the morning.
This church has been phenomenal as far as helping us with the community. A whole congregation involved in health programs. And then when the food, 375 families got food one day.
Es una manera de dar a conocer a la comunidad que Cristo viene pronto y que deben estar preparados. Y a la vez que somos el medio por el cual las bendiciones están llegando para ellos en este tiempo y siempre. El templo estará cerrado, pero como iglesia estamos abiertos para la comunidad.
The only reason why we are a church is that we are to spread the good gospel of Jesus Christ. And Jesus himself set the example by working with the community. We as a Seventh-day Adventist church can replicate that tremendous work that Jesus did by identifying with the needs of the community.
ACS is a family of ministries with a mission to alleviate suffering, bring hope, and serve communities in Christ's name. Your generous contributions to Adventist Community Services will enable ACS to continue to respond in our communities. Let's give hope together.